your dick out of my goddamn daughter.
You do not want this to happen to you.
Okay. So we get picked up. It was a taxi, and my travel partner, the president of the company, is super outgoing. So he gets to know everybody, every Uber driver, every taxi driver. He finds out their fucking life story. So the guy that picked us up was a Nigerian, not a prince. Don't even make the fucking joke. And he was talking. It was about a 15-minute taxi ride, and he was. I'm trying to avoid using the president's name.
Sure.
I'll just say coworker from now on to make it easier to tell a story.
Okay.
So, coworker. That sounds stupid too.
Does sound stupid.
So what do I say?
Ronald.
So Ronald, the president of the company. There we go. Ronald was asking the Nigerian taxi driver about how long he's been in the country and how long he's been driving taxi in Chicago. And come to find out that through the course of this trip, the Nigerian guy put his son through medical school by driving a taxi. And it was a really heartwarming story, and the guy was super cool. And as we pulled up to the restaurant, Ronald said to the taxi driver, "Have you ever eaten here?" Keep in mind, I haven't said a fucking word through this whole goddamn...
You're just sitting there quietly.
Yes, I want this trip to be over with. So I'm just sitting there quietly and letting the extrovert do extrovert things. So he's asking the taxi driver, "Have you ever eaten here?" And taxi driver says, "No." Ronald says, "I hope I get full." Nigerian dickhead taxi driver says, turns around, turns all the way around to look at me, and it says, "It looks like you're already full."
What the fuck? You haven't said one word to this
Not
guy?
one fucking word.
He's going to talk shit?
But so the funny thing about it was, Ronald was just in the process. He pulled out two $5 bills to give him a tip. And as soon as he handed it to him, that's when the guy turned around and said, "You look like you're already full." Ronald grabbed the tip and said, "Give me that back."
Seriously?
Yeah.
Good for him. That's awesome. Your kid ain't going to medical school on my dime. Wow. So did he say anything to you?
No. That's the only interaction we had on the whole fucking trip was him calling me Tubby.
No. Your boss, Ronald. Did he say those like, that was rude, or did he say anything, or did he even acknowledge it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
so
hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Isn't it? So part of me was like, I mean, because of the show and the interactions with the listeners, I have developed a tolerance. Yeah, so say you to the fat jokes.
Right.
This is not in that same context. This is like the first time in my life I have ever been publicly fat shamed. And I'm going to tell you something. It hit hard. So I'm on a diet.
So the listeners couldn't do it, but this Nigerian prince could. That's cool. Oh, that is amazing. So you didn't say anything back to this guy? You didn't slap him?
I couldn't say anything. You know when you say something to somebody and they become extremely uncomfortable, so they get that stupid dumb smile and blank look on their face? Yeah, I did that. That was my response. Then I did the littering Indian impression.
So awesome. So this guy came from war-torn Nigeria, or whatever happens in Nigeria. I have no idea. And he struggled on a boat to get here, probably floated here on a door or some shit, made a life for himself, put his kid through medical school, and just to get to drive a cab to call Americans fat. That was his whole motivation. He didn't care about any of that. I just want to call Americans fat.
So You know, I've been on this end of on the giving side of insults my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And I have never given it a second thought. Like if I could say something to somebody and just my words made them cry, I'm like, fuck, that is an amazing talent. I have never had somebody who was better. Like just out of the blue, like a haymaker out of the blue. Like I wasn't even in the fight.
So what if this is like a stretch, but what if this guy was a fan of the show and he recognized you and he was just giving you a little jab, you know what I mean? Just fucking around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was not the case at all.
Okay. I mean, it seems like it had to be like he was just fucking around, just thought he was being funny or whatever. It wasn't like, hey,
well,
you're fat.
because so I agree, but fuck him and he should be deported.
I wonder if there's a number you can call to get somebody deported. Did you get his badge number or ID number or whatever it takes to?
I did absolutely nothing to defend myself, and I just wanted to get out of the cab and go crawl in a fucking manhole.
And that was how the trip started. That was like right away. This is going to be a good trip.
So that was after trying to hold my pants up for an hour and a half.
All right, I'll be right there. I'm out back.